When you were here for the tour, did you guys get some footage of the prayer room?
Yes.
Okay.
We did. And actually, it's just in my head, so I don't want to just derail you from what you were planning on talking about, but maybe you'll just talk about this as you're talking anyway. But one of the things that I really valued, because I've been there a few times and was able to actually be with you all for a devotion, a time or two. I don't know how much people know how faith is driving this organization. I don't know if people know that as clearly as I do, since I've been able to do that, because I know I had a really good prayer time with you all a while back, and so maybe you're already going to kind of talk about that, but I think that would.
Well, let me just go ahead and take you guys on the little abbreviated tour. You'll have to forgive the roughness of this. It might get dark because I don't know. They may still be downstairs or they may have already gone home. But one of my favorite, lights are on. One of my favorite probably rooms in the entire building is our prayer room. So Carla and Gary, you may or may not know this, but we start every day in prayer together here at the center. So this is our prayer room, and this wall behind me is our praise wall. So the story behind this is for like months, we wanted to find a creative way to meaningfully display our praises. And we just drug our feet, we threw ideas around, we, tossed things, against the wall to see if they would stick, but we just kind of kept dragging our feet. And then one day, I don't remember what it was, but something really significant happened. And my development director, Ashley, picked up a marker and she just wrote it on the wall. She's like, if we never do this, like if we don't do this now, we're just never going to do this. So that is actually how we started the praise wall. And every time we pray about something and that prayer is answered, we take a Sharpie marker and we write it on the wall. Specifically, let me show you this first. So this chalkboard right here, these are all of our current clients that are considering making an abortion decision. So they've already been here, they've already had an intake appointment, they've already had an ultrasound, and they left still communicating that abortion is probably their best option. So this is a lot of names. So that is a way that you guys can be praying for us. We have seen in 2021 a 15% increase in abortion-minded clients. And that's a really significant, like 15% doesn't sound like a lot, but our abortion-minded clients are our clients that are calling us asking for an abortion. So these aren't undecided clients who may be considering that. These are people who called us and said, I'm looking for an abortion. And that, Jason, just so you know, that is something like you guys can send us an email and say, hey, we'd love to pray for your clients, and we'll take a screenshot of this and we'll send it over to you so that you guys can pray with us. It's part of the reason that we used initials, is so that people in the community can be joining us in praying for these people. The cool thing is that on the wall, anywhere where you see a letter with a heart around it, so some up here, one over here, is a name that was on the chalkboard. We prayed for them, and they have called us and told us that they are going to carry and parent their children. So we know that is literally only because we are praying. We've already talked to them about, abortion. They've already had their ultrasounds, and we don't see prayer as a last resort. That's why we start every morning in prayer, because it's the first thing. It's not their last result. But sometimes after we've done all of the things and we've said all of the things, sometimes we just have to trust, like, God, you take this and you work. We started this in February. And there are already over 50 initials on this wall. So that is not including the people that changed their mind in the ultrasound room. These are people that, but God, he stepped in. We've seen people, you know, they got to the abortion facility. This is actually the most recent testimony. Is we had a very stacked schedule, probably like 3.5, 4 weeks ago, and it had a lot of names, more than what's on it now, names that were on the chalkboard. We pray for them every single morning by initial. And then the following 2 weeks, when most of these people would have been having their abortion, the abortion facility was like mysteriously closed. Like they were literally showing up for their appointments, calling, no one was answering. They're calling us, going like, I don't know what to do. And almost every single one of them changed their mind and decided to not go through with their abortion. And so that is a proof living testimony that God answers prayers, that he is moving. And I'm with you, Jason. Like, to me, this is where ministry flows out of. It's why we start every single day in prayer. We read the word together, because for us, like, if we can't go in and be able to share out of the overflow of who God is to us, there's no hope outside of the gospel. And so you're right that, and it looks different in every client interaction. It's not always going to look like leading a client to Christ. Sometimes it's just encouragement. Sometimes it's praying for them at the end. Sometimes it's meeting a tangible need, but we want every client interaction to flow out of, the prayer and the encouragement that we're getting here. So I'm with you. This is one of my favorite spaces in the center. So yeah, if you guys ever want to join us in praying for those clients, let me know. You can, or let Ashley know. You can just shoot us a message and we would be happy to screenshot that and send it over to you.